Hi, I'm Sean Timothy with Premier Advantage Realty. I'm the realtor working for you. Today I'm with my good friend Dave Underwood, who's been in the business. He's in the mortgage business, actually, and he's been a consultant and within the industry for 15 years. Dave, there's some stuff going on right now, specifically here to the state of Michigan concerning foreclosures and affecting buyers and sellers alike. And it has to do with MERS. Can you explain to the general public what that is and what's going on?
Sure, Sean. MERS, MERS, is an acronym for Mortgage Electronic Registration System. It's a system that's been used by banks and lenders and servicers for a number of years now with the registration for the registration of mortgages. And what's happened over a length of time now is that MERS has been foreclosing on properties for some of these lenders and servicers. Well, recently, here in the state of Michigan, the courts came up with a decision and found in two particular cases that these foreclosures that were handled by MERS for the lender or servicer are not valid. And in a sense, that means that it's almost like they never happened before.
And why are they not valid?
Well, because the property can only be foreclosed on by the actual note holder, which is the lender or the servicer. And I guess they're saying basically that MERS is not either. MERS is just a system for the registration. So it's huge right now because, as we all know, there's a ton of bank-owned properties for sale out there. And so everyone's scrambling around now trying to figure out which one of these properties have been handled, the foreclosures were handled by MERS, which ones weren't. And the ones that were handled by MERS right now cannot be sold. And so what's happened is the title companies, title insurance companies here in Michigan have pretty much put a halt on insuring on any transactions where the property being sold was foreclosed on by MERS. And that's important. If you are a realtor, whether you're a buyer's agent or a selling agent, or whether you're a consumer, someone who's looking to buy a house, you need to be aware of this because this could affect the transaction that you might be involved in, or it could affect the transaction that you're in the middle of right now.
And would you not say, I mean, because I think both of us just in the last week have had clients or whatnot in which we were talking to, and the real estate agents weren't even aware that the property that they were purchasing or were interested in was in fact potentially one of these MERS.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, Sean. I was consulting with someone just this past week who's looking to buy a house. It's a bank-owned home. Matter of fact, it's a home being sold by Fannie Mae. But in my research, it looked like that the property was foreclosed on by MERS and then quit claim to Fannie Mae for Fannie Mae to sell it.
Which is I don't mean to interrupt you, but basically which is right where we were talking about, or in the guidelines and some of the legal stuff in the industry that we've seen, which falls right into the criteria of what's happened, in which MERS actually was the one that did the foreclosure.
Absolutely. And once again, I'm not sure on this particular case. There's still some research being done, and this was just real recent, within the last few days, actually. And so when I found out this information, I notified the person's agent, and the person's agent wasn't even aware. And I also notified the listing agent side. They were aware of what's going on with MERS, but they had not checked this property out thoroughly yet. So that research is being done. We'll probably know something here this coming week, but here's a situation where someone put in an offer on a house. They're getting ready to finalize everything so they can close on it as soon as possible. And when you get to that point, you already almost have an emotional attachment to the house.
Right.
And this transaction may not happen all because of this MERS thing. So once again, it's important for everyone to make sure you're working with professionals that are aware of what's going on, and so that they have your best interest at hand.
It's a very good point, Dave. So again, if any of you are affected by this, it's always good. Again, Dave and I are not attorneys, and we encourage you, if you're affected by this in any way, shape, or form, to seek legal counsel. Again, you want to check with your realtor, because a lot of what we're finding out, both myself and David here, are that a lot of these realtors aren't even aware. So it's very important that you as a consumer, I have to say this, you have to double check everything and everyone to make sure that your professional that you're dealing with is fully informed in what's going on in the industry. And they should be, but unfortunately a lot of times they're not. So again, these are the sort of things that are taking place in this industry that you as a consumer do want to look for and be careful of. So again, I want to thank you, Dave. Is there anything else you'd like to add?
No, I think that's pretty much it. Once again, just make sure that you're asking questions, and if anything, when if you're a consumer and you're looking to purchase a home, just make sure that you're doing the best you can to work with professionals that have your best interest at hand and that are aware of what's going on, once again, so that you're not wasting a lot of time and energy.
Thanks, Dave. Again, I'm Sean Timothy. I'm with Premier Advantage Realty. If you have any questions pertaining to real estate, short sales, foreclosures, mortgages, anything and everything, if it's related to real estate, if you have questions, I have the answers. I'm Sean Timothy. Visit my website, WeGetHomeSold.com, and I look forward to speaking with you soon. Bye now.